Welcome to Calvin's Got Game. I'm Calvin.
I'm Lewis.
Today we are going to be talking about our favorite board game reviewers that we watch. How's that?
Yeah.
In no particular order, we're going to give 5 each. I'm sure we might have some crossover. I don't know. Because we never look at each other's list. We never talk about it a whole lot. We just kind of give some parameters. Hey, here's what we're going to do.
Yep.
You do your thing, I'll do mine. And we've been off a couple of weeks. I said I was going to do some videos in the meantime, but I did not get to. So, let me preface this. First of all, let's get to comments, and then we'll talk about how we do the video kind of thing. So, our comments, we had Fred Cabrera. He wanted to thank us for our top 100, which we appreciate. Thank you, sir.
Yes, we do.
And he enjoys how Lewis's perspective on playing games with his wife. So he likes to hear about that, and we appreciate that as well. Mark, and I got a correction. I called him Patuka all this time, but it's Patoka. That pronounced like a toe.
Okay.
So it's Mark Patoka. He sent me an email and told me his name was pronounced that way, and I appreciate the correction because I don't want to give anybody's name wrong, and I don't want anybody to feel bad if I do get their name wrong. But says Dune Imperium and Wingspans are among his top favorites to play, and would probably make his top 10 as well. So there you go. And Cinesgram, I guess is what it might be. And I hope I'm saying that correctly. Says likes Dead of Winter. Says it has become a little underrated or forgotten, I would say.
Yeah.
People just don't give it as much love as they used to. I love Dead of Winter, and Cinesgram does too. Dune Imperium says Dune Imperium would be in the top 10 or maybe 5, and agrees with Lewis that he loses a lot playing solo with Wingspan.
Yeah.
So there you go. The Lazy Hiker says, as our top 10 became, or as our top 100 got to the top 10, we were closer apart in games that we both enjoyed. Not you and me, but the Lazy Hiker, and with you as well.
Okay.
And he has a lot less in common with you than he does me, apparently, is what he said. But that's just the way it is. People have different taste in games, and sure, I'm not going to like the same things Lewis does.
Right.
Lewis doesn't like the same things I do, and that's why there's so many board games out there. There's something for everybody, and when you find it, you'll like it. And I played some games last night with some folks. I had some relatives come over, and I got about 3 or 4 games and put them out there, and there was 3 games they liked, and the 4th one they didn't. So I'm like, okay, well, we don't have to finish the game. We can go ahead and stop and play something else. I don't mind. All right, so that's all the comments I got. So let's talk about getting you subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit that bell for notifications. Lewis and I would appreciate it. If you like it and you also subscribe, it helps the channel move up, whatever it is, in the algorithms of YouTube, which I know nothing about. I just make the videos and put them on.
Right.
All right. Now, I do want to say, I talked about how Lewis and I took a 2-week hiatus because we finished up our top 100. And I told Lewis, hey, let's take a couple-week break. We'll come back and make something. I was going to put some videos out, but I want y'all to understand that having a YouTube channel, and that's why we're talking about our YouTube channels that we like to watch about board games, it's a job.
It is.
It's a job. There's a lot of work to it, and sometimes you don't have the time. You don't feel like putting in the effort, or you're just mentally not into doing it.
Right.
And so it's not something that you just run into and do. Guys, understand there's a lot of work that goes behind these, and a lot of these folks that I picked, they put a lot of time into the video.
Yes, they do. What
Lewis and I do, that we can't compare to some of these.
No.
Cannot.
No.
So I give them lots of props. They got, they get probably fun. I know one of them gets a lot of funding through Kickstarter and all those things, and that's wonderful. I don't put them down for that. If you can do it, great. And they make a lot of money. But what you see is what you get with Lewis and I. I do no editing other than putting some stuff up, graphics and stuff. What you hear us say is what we say.
Yeah.
So we will not be editing anything. It's not how I do it. So you see us as we are.
Right.
So, all right.
We don't
do
2 takes or 3 takes.
No, we don't. Now every now and then we'll start off a video and I just get the intro completely off and we'll restart that. But as far as once we get going in the video, what you see is what you get.
Yep.
So, so what we did was we decided that I'm a content creator. I have Calvin's Got Game. And Lewis has been nice enough to come on board and just, kind of do videos with me and help out. And I appreciate that. I'd like it if Lewis would, at some point, get to do his own videos to, even with board games, we just put them on Calvin's Got Game channel. That would be great too. I would enjoy that. He could do overviews or whatever, unboxings, whatever it is. But that hasn't happened yet. But it's all good.
It's working. I'm working on it.
He's working on it.
I'm working on it.
So I do like watching other people that make board game reviews. There's some really good ones out there, and we're going to talk about those today.
Yes.
And so that's what this video is about. So do you want to go first, Willis?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
We finish up with the best last.
Yeah. Oh, but I don't know about that. We'll finish up with the,
All right. One of my YouTubers I watch for board games.
So before you get started, and these are no particular order. It's not like we're ranking them 5 to 1 or whatever. These are just 5 we watch. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Lewis.
Oh, that's fine. I'm going to start with the one that my wife added some stuff to.
Okay.
The channel is called Game 42 with the number 4 in it. Host is Christopher and Allison. They mostly do 2-player games.
Okay.
A few of them are little party games that can be 2-player games. Mm-hmm. But it is the camaraderie between the husband and wife, because they're married.
Right.
They have doing the games. He constantly tries to, not purposely, but in a little fun way, sabotage the wife.
Sure.
And ends up failing himself.
Backfires.
Backfires. My wife, when she found out I was doing this, she actually looked back on it going and started counting how many times the wife won. I think she said the wife has a little edge on the husband on the winning of the games. But the camaraderie they have between each other on playing the games. They don't tell the rules about the games. They don't show the setup. It's just them playing 2-player games. Cute little games that how fun they can be. They have a YouTube channel more of gaming on the console. Their individual gaming board games is more of a TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it's more of a little TikTok.
So they're not necessarily on YouTube. They're on TikTok.
Yeah, they're TikTok, but also on YouTube.
Oh,
that's why I counted them in, because that's one couple me and my wife can sit back and watch. Even though we watched their videos before, we can watch again and just take a good laugh on how they play those games.
Awesome. Never heard of those folks. So see, here's another chance for you to see other folks that do YouTube videos or TikToks or whatever that you can go check out. Well, I'm going to address the elephant in the room, and I'm not talking about myself. I'm just going to go ahead and throw out there, this is the biggest one that I know of out there, and it's the Dice Tower.
Yeah, the Dice Tower.
The Dice Tower, I watched, Tom, Sam, Z for quite a few years. And then they've gotten a lot more folks involved. They've gotten Camilla, Joey, Roy Kennedy, and sometimes you'll see us on Roy Kennedy's Favorite Game Friday. Mike DeLisio, Chrissy, Wendy Yee. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them now.
Yes.
And so, and I enjoy watching them all. Some of them I enjoy more than others, and that's just the way it is. You see, because you've watched them, or you just have a connection, just how their game plays and what they play, right, and how they present it. So I like them all. I'm not saying I don't dislike any of the folks on Dice Tower. They're all good. They all make great videos, but they have such a large production that their videos are solid.
Yeah, they are
watch
very
them,
solid.
They're on point. Their top 10s are fun. They're of course they last an hour and something because they got 3 people doing their top 10, and they talk about it and things like that. So they are a little long, and I tend to pretty much watch all the way through I don't skip around a whole lot. I'll put it on usually either right before, I'm laying in bed, and I'll put it on just to hear what's going on, what they're liking, what they're not liking. So they have a lot of different stuff that you can watch. So if you hadn't checked out the Dice Tower, which I can't believe somebody in the board gaming world, if you like board games, you haven't discovered the Dice Tower on YouTube. But that's one of the ones that I watch.
Well, that just barely not made in my list.
Really?
Yes. I like Dice Tower. I do go to them for a lot of board game information, but it just didn't made my top 5.
Okay.
My another one of mine is the name of the channel is called Watch It Played. Randy Smith is the host. Rodney Smith.
Rodney Smith. Don't mess up his name.
Okay.
I don't want him yelling at us.
Yes. Now, I say now, apology. If I mess up anybody's name, not my... Well, it is my fault, but I do apologize.
And it's not on purpose.
Yes, it's not on purpose. Rodney Smith. Why I like him? I like the channel. I stumbled upon him accidentally, and it was because the way he sets up the board games and gives a good overview on a lot of the rules, especially rules that are not controversial, but a little bit misleading.
Sure.
He's very clear about those rules and how to set up the board for the game. And also he does solo setup too, just in case you have a board game that is solo, has a solo version. He will set up that version too, and to have a individual that set up both ways and gives you the rules for each of them in the same video, I like that. That keeps me from trying to find another video to find the setup for that version. And he does make his points of dis and dislikes of the game very neutral. He doesn't side one way or the other on the board games he put on there.
Yeah.
He is very down the middle. He doesn't influence either way, and that's why I like watching Rodney Smith video.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and piggyback because Watch It Played was on my list as well.
Okay.
It's one that I enjoy watching. Rodney Smith is fantastic. He doesn't give an opinion. It's not like, I rate this game or whatever, or I don't like this game. Here's reasons I don't like it. He just sets up the game, tells you how to play it. And there may be some extra stuff in the game, like a variant or something. He won't always go over that. He'll tell you, I'll leave that for you to discover.
Yes.
And that's great. I like that. But there's a lot of games that he does. If it's a popular game, more than likely Rodney Smith has, on Watch It Played, has a video of it. And what I like is he gets it out of the box. The board's usually already on the table, and he says, okay, here's how you set up. You take this deck, you shuffle it, you put it here, you give this person this person this. And it's a really good instructional video. If you want to learn how to play a game, he does a really good job of it. So that was one of mine is Watch It Played, Rodney Smith.
We had a crossover there.
We did for sure.
Excuse me?
I'm not sure we'll have any more. I'm really not. I don't think we will.
Staying with Watch It Played, I found these individuals with Watch It Played.
Okay.
There's within his setup there is a couple more that have connected with Before You Play. It's another channel. Monique and Navin, I'm sorry if I get it wrong. They host this channel, and they give a 2-player perspective on the board game.
I think I know those. She has long hair.
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen her. I've seen her videos. They're very good.
Yeah. They do a very good explanation of the playthrough. They will do videos of, we're going to set it up, talk a little bit, then they will do a whole playthrough on the game. And what I like is the 2-player perspective of the game. So if you don't have a large group constantly getting with, and it's just you and your spouse, it's a good way to get get it set up for you and your spouse, or you and your best buddy can do a 2-player perspective on the game, because they have done a lot of games that have 5, 6, 4 players, and showed you how to do it, just a 2-player perspective on it. And and I like how they play off each other.
Yeah, and they look like they have a good time together.
Yeah, they do.
And they're married. I assume they're married. I'm not real sure, but that's what I assume when I watch their channel.
Yes.
Either dating, married, something, right? But they're very cool to watch.
Yeah, they are. I do want to say I like their, whenever they put their little dachshund in the video.
I haven't seen that yet.
They have a little cute dachshund, and I forgot to put down his little name, but a cute little dachshund.
I couldn't put my dachshund on here; he'd be chewing everything up. He's not a little dachshund; he's a bigger dachshund. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what was one of my other favorite channels to watch. Before You Play.
Before You Play. You know what? I forgot about that one. I actually forgot about that one. That's a good one too. I like it. All right, one of mine here. My next one is One Stop Co-op Shop.
Oh, yeah.
With Mike. Now, I don't know Mike's last name because he never really says it that I know of on the channel. He just says, "Hi, I'm Mike with One Stop Co-op Shop." And there's another guy on there, too, that does some videos for him or with him, but I don't remember his name. But One Stop Co-op Shop. I'm a huge co-op game person, right? I like them. So if I'm thinking about buying a co-op game that I hear about, he has sometimes these 5-minute videos that tells you the pros and cons of the game.
Yes, he does.
He also has full playthroughs. He'll do he'll take a game, let's just say, what's a good one here? Co-op game that's, I don't know, I can't think of one right now. But he'll do the whole, like Eldritch Horror.
Yeah.
He'll play one turn of each person, and then he'll stop the video, and then next time he'll come up and just, okay, we were here. And he'll complete it until the game's over. So he may do like 8, 9 episodes of playing that one game, which, you know what, that's perfect for me because it gets everything through, and he kind of teaches the game as he plays it.
Yes.
And I really enjoy that, and I appreciate that. So most of them are co-op games, or I believe all that he plays on there is One Stop Co-op Shops. I'm sure they're mostly all co-op games. I really enjoy the channel. If you get a chance to check it out, do that because it's a good it's a good channel. Really is. One Stop Co-op Shop.
Another one of mine I like, also a couple, is Meatpole University.
Know those two? Yep.
Yeah. I hope I get the names right. Stella and Tarek, I believe.
Mm-hmm. I think that's right.
And I watch their point of view because I like to watch board game reviews and how to play from other folks that are not necessarily from our neck of woods.
Right.
To have what other board games are probably in Europe, probably in Asia, probably in Australia. And they actually live in Australia.
That I didn't know.
Yeah, they live in Australia.
Well, you did your homework. I just kind of went off the seat of my pants here. Lewis actually did his homework.
Hey.
Good job, Lewis.
Thank you. But I like their playthroughs. They do a lot of playthroughs on the board games. But what I like, which the other folks do playthroughs, their playthrough is a little bit more slower. And as they go through and a rule comes up that might be questionable while you're playing, they explain that rule. How can it differ from when you're playing it, just playing it, and how it might differ if this happens or this happens. And that how they focus on that, I like that because there is sometimes you get a co-op game, and they do a lot of co-op games too, that something would happen in a different way and the card comes up again, and you go, wait a minute, this is different now, and it might affect the game, and how they do that and explain it slowly and show the different ways it can affect the game depending on the scenario helps me out whenever I have to explain it to somebody else on there. But yeah, Meatpole University, I like that because that slower pace for me that I can follow.
Yeah, I've watched them a few times. I really like them too. They do a good job. You know, I could have made a list of probably 20 that I watch because I don't think I have a favorite that I go to just all all the time.
Right.
I watch a variety of them, and so if a lot of times if there's a game coming out, I watch 2 or 3 different opinions of the game. And there's one I would have put on this list, but didn't have room because we were only doing 5. Right? And I'm like, I really want to put this person on here because I do watch their videos and I respect their opinion a lot. So, but anyway, I didn't get to put them on there because these 5 I watch probably a little more than most. So, but anyway, that's a good pick. My number. No, we're not numbered. No. My next one, which would be my number 4 if we were doing it, but it's not like it's a ranking. All right, is Paul Darcy.
Oh yeah,
Paul Darcy. Oh yeah, it's a great video, isn't it? He does playthroughs as well, and he'll do session after session after session until he completes the game. And he's another one of those that will kind of go through the board setup, start playing the first round, take a break, come back the next show, start from where he left off, and he'll play like Fortune and Glory, other games like that. He does a lot of cooperative as well, but he'll do others. And I just really enjoy that style of play. One Stop Co-op Shop does that, Paul Darcy. So, and Paul Darcy's kind of funny every now and then. Oh, what is going to happen now? And he puts a little emphasis into the game. It keeps you on your toes, and you're excited to see what's going to happen in the next game. But it also helps you learn how to play the game. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of them out there that just really give you the time to play a whole game out. There's some that'll play a couple of rounds or 3 rounds, and you've got the overview of how to play. Rodney does that, but he does a good job of explaining it. But I like to see the game come to fruition because I want to see what happens at the end, right? I want to know what the ending looks like. I want to know how you defeat that main boss or what it takes, how the boss comes out. So looking at that, playing it over different videos or episodes helps me understand how to play the game better. So I really enjoy watching Paul Darcy. And if you haven't ever watched Paul Darcy, go check it out. If you guys subscribe to other channels, great. Hope you don't stop watching ours.
Right.
And but I do think that there's some really good ones out there, and there's room enough for everybody. And I like that because competition makes everybody better, right?
Yes, it does.
So that's one of mine is Paul Darcy.
My last one. They haven't put out any videos in this past year.
Are they out or
no? They're not out. They're just shifted toward more of the D&D platform.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As the channel, formerly known as Geek Sundry, but it was several channels in one. It was called Game the Game. And
Geek and Sundry.
Yeah, Sundry.
Yeah.
Oh, me said it. Sundry. Okay.
Yeah.
Host Becca Scott, and has done several other things, but what I like most of hers is the games she plays. She will do a quick overview of the game first, tells you the components, tells you what might be similar to another game, how to set it up, a quick overview of the rules. Then the next episode she will do is a playthrough. Mm-hmm. And what I like is the way she does the playthrough, she will invite her friends. Mm-hmm. Or invite the creator of the game. Mm. And it's just something to see the creator of the game playing, and might lose. They created, they know how to play it, but they might lose here. Wait a minute, what's going on here? But yes, the way they play through it's more of how you will be playing with your group on a game night, relaxing, throwing jokes at each other, just playing around. They're going, "Oh, I forgot to do this. Hey, do you mind if we go back a little bit or leave it at this?" Like any game group, I just forgot this. That how they do it shows me, hey, it is okay to go back every now and then if it's something needs to be done. Oh, it's okay just to forget about it and fix it up later. That little connection of having a group, how fun is it to have a group board game and have that perspective of the creator there every now and then, gives a good insight on that board game for that night. So that is my last one.
I don't know if I know the, and I'm going to try to put up their logos and stuff up here on the screen when I edit this. If I can find them, hopefully I can, and I will be listing them in the comments or in the description of the video how you can get to their channel. Because if you can't get to their channel, what good is this video?
Right.
So I want to make sure you can get to their channel as well. All right, my last one is John Gets Games. John Gets Games. He does all types of games, and he does setup. He'll play probably about 3 or 4 rounds, enough to get all the things that you're going to encounter into the game, right? And he actually taught, not him personally, but his video actually taught me how to play Great Western Trail. So I had picked up Great Western Trail, and of course I'd read the rules. There was something I was a little wonky on. I don't remember what the rule was, but so I watched his video, and he really puts it in perspective of how to play the game and what goes on. Does a great job. Only thing is, I can't watch him when I go to bed at night or turn it on at night, because he's got, and it's nothing knock against him, he's just got a very soothing, monotone kind of voice when he's talking, and I'll be asleep before I know it, right? So I have to watch him during the day when I'm wide awake. But he does fantastic videos, and that's not a knock on John. I hope you don't take it as that. He makes great videos, and he has a lot of them out there. So John Gets Games. Actually like it. And what I thought was funny was during the pandemic, and I was watching some of his videos, his hair got really long and bushy because I couldn't get to a barber, right? Not during the COVID. So watching people on those videos, how they changed and how things happened, if they were putting out that content during that time, it was just fantastic to watch, right? You get to see what they're going through just like everybody else. They couldn't go out and get a haircut, couldn't do anything. So, but John Gets Games, fantastic channel. If you get a chance to watch it, go check it out.
I never heard of him.
Really?
I have not stumbled across him or has actually looked for him, so I'm going to have to now look at that one.
I think you'll enjoy the channel. Got lots of games. I mean, everything that you can think of. It's not just co-ops. It's worker placement. It's all kinds of games. So does a good job of it. He does a real good job.
Sounds like that when you say his monotone voice reminds me of that painter back in the
what's his name? Bob Ross?
Bob Ross.
Real soothing kind of guy. Hey, you're just a happy accident.
Yes.
Right? Just a happy accident. But guys, hey, that's our 5, or not top 5, but 5 games channels, board game review channels that we enjoy watching.
Yes.
And we actually had one crossover, which was Watch It Played with Rodney Smith.
Yes.
And I think he's pretty big as well. He's out there. And I think he's from Canada, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I believe so. He is from Canada.
Yeah.
I thought I put that on my notes. I guess.
But I thought he was from Canada.
Yeah, I thought he was.
I won't hold that against him. I like his channel. He's really funny. He always does the little box flip, and when he's taking out the shelf, he'll twirl the box, and that become a thing. Everybody else was trying to do it. We don't do that on this channel. I'd probably tear up something. So anyway, guys, that's our top or our 5 board game channels that we review. And if you like this and you'd like to hear about some more that we enjoy, let us know in the comments. I'll be glad to do another 5 that I watch, because I probably got 20 of them that I really enjoy watching. Maybe not that many, but close, probably 15. We'd be glad to do another video. We're going to start doing some other videos next week. We'll have some more. I'm going to try to do some in between. Busy life I have. Got a lot going on. Don't always get to put the videos out there, but we're going to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Lewis, anything you got to say?
No,
cut out.
Nothing at all. Just I'm going to, yes, I do my research a little bit more than Bobby too.
Hey, today you was on point. So,
but no, it's been fun doing this, and I have maybe not as much as you, probably 12 folks I've watched for board games. Yes.
Well, we can do this one more time.
Yeah, I do that. See, board games, also D&D channels. I can have maybe 20 folks I watch on that D&D.
I don't do a lot of the D&D stuff, but they're different channels. I got other hobbies And one of these days, I'm gonna do a video about my other hobbies and who I watch on YouTube for my other hobbies and what my other hobbies are. You guys might be interested to know that. If you are, put it down in the comments. I'll be glad to talk about it.
Oh yeah.
That's all I got, guys. Enjoy doing these videos. I enjoy spending time with y'all when we do these videos. When you guys get a chance to watch them, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all the comments. You guys have been great. And remember, be respectful of these people that make videos.
Oh, yes.
I haven't experienced that a lot, but I know some have that get negative comments. It takes a lot of work to do these videos and to put these videos out. And are they always perfect? No. So be kind to folks. That's all it takes. Just because you can make a comment and hide behind, some little screen name, don't do it. Just be kind to people. And life will be a much better place. Right?
Yes.
The world will be a much better place if you're nice to folks. All right. I'm going to end this thing. Here we go. I'm just rambling at this point. Get a board game to the table. Spend time with your friends and your family. And thanks for watching Calvin's Guide Game.